Good afternoon, YouTube. Good afternoon, YouTube. Good afternoon, YouTube. How's everyone doing? Hopefully, everybody's all right. But we have today another review on a knife. Yes, a knife. I'm sure y'all, people have seen my stuff on here. I have a lot of knives. Not a lot of knives, but I have a few knives. I'm a huge Spyderco fan. Like, I won't call myself a Spyderco fanboy, but I do like Spyderco, and I think their stuff is great. But I also like simplicity. Like, this is an Opinel. I've had many Opinels before. This is a number 8, but this is the Opinel, I think, Mountain. I think it's called the Opinel Mountain. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, y'all can correct me. This knife is an interesting little knife. I wouldn't hard use it. This is for like maybe carving, like carving wood, food prep. It's a little knife, to cut material if you need it, but I wouldn't super hard use this. This is mainly for like the water, apparently. And usually the Opinel number 8s are made of wood. They're usually made of wood. This one has a, let me see if I can get close. This one has a whistle. I'm sorry, I'm shaking the camera. This one usually has a whistle and has a shackle lock to open stuff. I'm not sure, but I know that this is mainly for the oceans. It's mostly a trekking knife and for the ocean. For people who are like out at sea, that's why they went with the plastic instead of the traditional wood. I've had many other Opinels in this number 8, and the last one I had, the wood warps. So over time, like especially like if you're like in a wet environment, it's gonna warp where to the point where the wood either swells or it's like really loose, and your knife is like dangling. Your knife would dangle. Like the blade will actually start dangling. If you open it and you leave it, it'll start to dangle. This won't happen with this because this is like some kind of reinforced nylon, like rubbery plastic. And the whistle, the decibels on this is loud. Like I appreciate the whistle that they put on this. Pretty nice. I like that. But yeah, like check this out. Without further ado, let me open the blade. It has the vibro lock on it, as you can see. Let's open the blade. I don't want to cut myself, but you turn this around, and then you open the blade. And this one is this is a stainless steel. This is all stainless. Usually Opinels are, they're what do you call it? They're usually made of carbon steel. If you like carbon steel, fine. I prefer stainless, Sandvik, because the problem with carbon steel and what people might not like, after a while it's gonna oxidize if you're cutting into foods that have let me lock this. See, it's nice and tight. Let me get back to what I was saying. If you're cutting foods that have acids and stuff, over time, what happens with carbon steel, it's just a natural thing. Nobody knows what happens. And it has like a hot dog smell. It's like this weird smell that come off of it. Carbon tends to oxidize, and it will turn the blade completely black over time. You'll have a black blade. It's not that it's damaged. It's just a natural thing that happens with carbon steel. It starts to turn black after you start cutting into acids like oranges, food. Even it even happens to people in the culinary business. People who like prepare food, their knives starts to oxidize. That's a good thing because it's protecting it from rust. That way rust won't stick on it because it already has a protective rust barrier. It's like a natural rust that happens. You don't want red rust, you want black rust, not red. Black is better than red rust. Red rust is very bad because it'll start to eat into your steel, and then you'll run into a whole bunch of problems, and you don't want that. But yeah, this right here, this is all stainless. This I'm gonna use like when I go trekking. I walk around in the woods and stuff, and then like I'll just like start, you can carve yourself a little spear from a stick. I appreciate the serrations because I'm personally a fan of all serrated knives. I feel like they're more useful than the straighters, but that's just me. They both have their uses. They have their cons and they have their pros and cons. So just to show you how loud this thing is, I'm blowing the whistle. It's gonna be very loud. I might go deaf doing that, but just bear with me, folks, while I try this shit out. Let me try. All right, here you go. Ready for this shit? All right, look how loud it is. That is loud. I mean, that is loud. It reminds me of the old sound from. This reminds me of 1917, like the movie when the soldiers are on the beach or they're in no man's land and they're running, and like they're trying to retreat. That's the retreating whistle. But it reminds me of that, and you know, I like the little lanyard on there, which is cool. You could just reach into your pocket. It has a little grip right here, and you know, you could put a little. You can get a clip that goes right here, and it goes on the knife, and then you have a little clip for your pocket. But I'm not gonna go that far. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it is what it is. It's a great knife to me. I like it. I love it. I love the design. The whistle is amazing on this. They will find you. Trust me. If you're in the woods, this thing will echo through the woods, and they'll find you. I mean, if you're lost, that way, if you're with friends and you guys get separated, this will be helpful. I'm not saying you might 100% be found, but they're gonna hear this, and if you keep going on this whistle, they're gonna hear it. Someone's gonna hear it. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I gotta give about the Opinel number 8 Mountaineer. That's what I'm calling it. It's not really called that, but that's what I call it. Well, I call it the Adventurer. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got for today. Peace out. Don't do nothing stupid. And I hope y'all like this review on the Opinel number 8 Mountaineer. I'm calling it the Mountain or the Trekker. And that's it. Peace out. Stay safe. Blessed. Later. Don't be stupid.